is an article in last month's Atlantic, and it's called "Welding Won't Make You Rich." And
that's one of the examples I have that's definitely not true.
well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's funny. It's in my notes.
well, hundreds of people came to my Facebook page and said, "Mike, are you gonna comment on this?" And I'm like, I mean, it's a big article. It's almost 3,000 words long, but I read it. I read it a couple of times, and it's fascinating. And so I not only commented on it, I wrote 3,000 words, going paragraph by paragraph, explaining as politely as I could why the author may have gotten his head up his ass, and it was amazing, right? Facebook, it's a 6,000 word post. Nobody's going to read this, right? I mean, on Facebook, if you put something with 300 or 400 words, people just aren't going to. Too long, didn't read. This thing was shared over 10,000 times and reached 3,000 people. Not because I'm such a swell writer or so engaging, but because people are desperate to have this conversation, and they want a rational back and forth, because a couple of years ago, articles began to appear saying, meet the $150,000 welder. And people started realizing that you could actually make a lot of money welding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the guy that wrote this article basically said, wait a minute, the people who make that kind of money are at the top of the profession. You're not going to make that kind of money. And I'm like, what in the world is the point of your argument? There are lots of actors who don't make what Brad Pitt makes. There are lots of writers who don't make what James Patterson makes, including the guy who wrote this article. But the country's not suffering from a belief that everybody who welds makes six figures. They're suffering from a misperception that nobody is prospering, and that there's only one kind of welding. And people Google welder salary and see $41,500. Okay, so that's it. But that's so fundamentally wrong and mistaken. We were just talking about writing books. 95% of the books in Barnes & Noble sell less than 5,000 copies.
Yeah.
The entire industry is propped up by the bestsellers. The podcast industry exists because of about 20 podcasts that are pulling the train.
Mm-hmm.
Yours among them, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
So, so in this binary world where everything is black or white or this or that, blue collar, white collar, good, bad, right, wrong, smart, stupid, in comes a guy that says, nope, welding won't make you rich. And, he goes to a town to meet a kid who tried to weld and it didn't work out for him. Now, he was also a kid who was divorced at 21, trying to raise two kids and living in his mother's basement. Now, could those circumstances have had anything at all to do with, the proximate cause of his inevitable failure? I don't know, but it's never as simple as anybody makes it out to be, including me.